Biblical Shakers, I salute each of you who have remained faithful in the reading of the book of Jeremiah. We are finishing it up this week with chapters 42 through 52, a chapter read for Monday through Thursday, along with a corresponding devotion. On Friday, there will be an introduction for the very next book of the Bible, Lamentations, written by Jeremiah, soon after the fall of Jerusalem. Yes, one more week of the weeping prophet. We left last week's reading with Babylon conquering other nations besides Judah. We begin this week with a reading of the same kind of material. There are several countries mentioned in chapter 49. None of them were wise, fearless, or strong enough to defend themselves from Nebuchadnezzar and his armies. Chapters 50 and 51 contain a message about Babylon given during Zedekiah's reign that was read publicly and was written by Jeremiah. In this last of Jeremiah's messages, we find again twin themes of God's sovereignty and his judgment. Babylon had been allowed to oppress the people of Israel, but Babylon itself would be judged. Although God brings good out of evil, he does not allow evil to remain unpunished. The message? Babylon would one day fall. At the height of Babylon's power, the empire seemed immovable. But when Babylon had finished serving God's purpose of punishing Judah for her sins, it would be punished for its own. The next nation from the north was Medo-Persia. It would become the next world power. Cyrus the king took the city of Babylon by surprise and brought the nation to its knees. The complete destruction of the city was accomplished later by Persian kings. This Babylon area is still a desolation, and that ruin is a reminder that God is governor of all the nations and judge of all the earth. Israel is still among the nations because her God is the maker of all things and a promise keeper. The final chapter provides more detail about the destruction of Jerusalem. It shows that Jeremiah's prophecies concerning the destruction of Jerusalem and the Babylonian captivity happened just as he predicted. Jeremiah's two books focus on one event, the destruction of Jerusalem. The first book predicts it, and his second book, Lamentations, looks back on it. Lamentations is known as the Book of Tears, a funeral song written for the fallen city of Jerusalem. It is a writing that allows you to see what made Jeremiah sorrowful. Our world is filled with injustice and poverty, war, and rebellion against God, all of which should move us to tears, but also to action. Next week, you will read the Book of Lamentations, just 5 chapters, and learn what it means to grieve with God. And don't forget reading this with Biblical Shakers, because we make reading the Bible way more enjoyable for you. And I pray that the Lord will put a hunger on your heart.